Hello, people of the internet. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Happy Saturday to you all. Happy weekend to you all. Or if you're watching this at any other point in the week, happy whatever day of the week it may be. We are continuing to play catch up through all of the OSTs that we have missed over the 4 months while I was away getting my life sorted here in Japan. And well, we're going to finish up the month of January in terms of OSTs. Honestly, the first half was really good. So, episode 6, which was part 1 of January of this year, we covered Kim Yeji from Cardi, we had Wooyeon from Wooha, we had Miss Chu, Kwon Jin Ah or Senchi, Soyeon from Promise 9, and 5 members from NCT as part of NCT U. And well, that was a very solid collection of music. But we still have 5 more songs to get through for the month of January, even though it is, well, the latter end of April. We're getting through it slowly but surely. So let's check out what we have in store for us today. We got a little bit of Miss Swan from Purple Kiss, who also had a comeback in terms of stuff I need to catch up on while I was away. Purple Kiss had a little release. Mr. Zhang Hao of ZB1 Zero Base 1. This has been mentioned to me on multiple occasions that I need to get to. Zeros, here we are. We can finally get around to it now. ZB1, I believe, are also having a comeback pretty soon. Miss Seulgi, who this will be the second time we have her on the channel in terms of OST Saturdays for the year. Kwon Jin Ah, fellow 97 liner, Miss Kwon Jin Ah. We get to see and hear more of her music, and then finishing off with a little bit of K-band music one time with a little bit of Lucy. So, let's disclaimer, I have to do this now. I'm avoiding drama MVs for this year as much as I can, because those always involve clips from the show itself, and the broadcasting companies do not like when people watch those. So I'm gonna just kind of try and use as much of the live studio live clips or just the YouTube music published stuff. So apologies if there aren't visuals for it. Like, I say this because I know especially Zhang Hao's had a lot of coverage on his OST, you know, whether it be M Countdown, like the visual cam stuff, the proper MV itself. I'm pretty sure all of it is going to get the big red circle of nope. So whatever's linked below will be the actual MV and stuff, but we're not going to watch it here. So apologies for that front. I just don't want to have to deal with any more YouTube nonsense than I'd have to. So let's get into it. Here we go! I should have stocked up on water before we started. That's okay. I have enough to get through the next 5 songs. So, Miss Swan of Purple Kiss. Oh, Swan's got such a cool voice, man. I wonder if we're going to get any more solo Swan stuff, because I thought her solo was really good. And I think she's got such a unique voice that really doesn't get the credit it deserves, in my opinion. I think there's a lot of talented vocalists out there who don't get the credit they deserve, but Swan for me is all the texture and the richness she has in her voice is so cool to me, especially in the kind of late 4th gen setup that Purple Kiss debuted in. Yeah, her voice for me is just so unique, and I love hearing her sing. So this is Swan's In Some Dreams from My Happy Ending. Oh, here we go.
Why would it have been?
There it is.
Like if it hadn't become like this. 텅빈 어둠 사이로 터져. I wanna know.
What a cool growth the song had just there.
I'm not okay. I can feel your touch. 그건 너무 밀려온 기억의 파도에. I'm not okay. I can hear your voice. 꿈속에 많이
Wait, that wasn't the main hook, was it? I was so lost in the sauce. Oh no.
너도 가끔 돌아보게 될까?
Stack the vocals one time.
Wanna know 네가 부러워. Wanna know I'm not okay. I can feel your touch. 그건 너무 밀려온 기억에
Really cool octave stuff going on here. That's a cool transition piece right there. Oh, no wonder that felt like it went by so quick, because it's a very short song. Wow. Okay. I kind of expected to get lost in the sauce because this is Swan we're talking about here. Her voice just... It's not like the song requires a lot of deep thinking, it's just her voice sucks me in. And it happens for... Honestly, it happens for a lot of Purple Kiss music too. Like, it's not just Swan, but Purple Kiss in general. As their music sucks me in. It's kind of terrifying how much of a hold they have on me musically. But Swan especially, it's like In Some Dream has this kind of dark dramaticism to it that works for her voice, I think. It's just so captivating, and it's dramatic, and yet it's not the punchiest song in the world. But at the end of by the time we finish the song, my brain and my ears is just so invested in what's happening in the song that it fails to realize that, hey, I actually need to talk about stuff. Oh man. Honestly, Swan's voice for this type of music is so cool, because her voice carries so much emotive power. She can portray it in a way that I feel like isn't the standard way to portray emotion in music, vocally at least, in the K-pop scene. It just, and her voice, the warble and like the vibrato she has, the kind of rounded tone she takes in her pronunciation on certain like vowels and stuff. Oh, she's so good. She's so freaking talented, man. Oh my goodness. I know many of you have been waiting for this. I too have been waiting for this. In fact, I've actually heard this when it dropped. I just don't remember it really. So we're gonna go again. Mr. Zhang Hao, my boy! I've very quickly fallen in love with him. He's just very charming to me. His musical ability is terrific. He's also a very passionate Dreamcatcher fan, and a very vocal Dreamcatcher fan at that, and it's just... when an idol you like is also a fan of your alt group, it's just like... The spiritual connection is there, you know? Plus, fellow violinist as well. I mean, he's miles better at me at violin. He's just very gifted when it comes to music. But I remember that this got announced. Transit Love 3, I Want to Know, Mr. Zhang Hao was doing an OST, a solo OST at that. Everyone went bananas. It's like... Finally, Zhang Hao is getting a chance to show off the vocal chops on his own again. And it's like, yes, yes, million times yes. His Imogen Service episode 2, very, very good fun. But I want to know for Transit Love 3, or I guess Exchange 3, depending on where you are in the world. I'm ready for this. Here we go. All the way up in my ears.
시선 끝엔 항상 네가 있단 걸 알까 넌 More than ever 내게 전하고 싶은 게 많아졌는데
Ooh, he's taking it up. It's so good. Oh, I forgot how good this was. It's so bright. It's so hopeful. It's so inviting. Oh.
Little changes on your face got me thinking every time.
I think honestly, for this song and this type of music, Zhang Hao's voice has just the right amount of treble in it. It's bright, but it's not like overly serotonin, like sugary bright. It's the perfect amount of brightness. And he can do like the softer, higher tone, or he can put some oomph into it. I wanna know everything about you. Yeah. I wanna tell you everything about me. I wanna know everything about us. It's so effortless. It's so effortlessly good. I don't know how he does it. Get some power in it. Know everything about you, yeah. And I wanna tell you a thing about me. I wanna know everything about us. Oh, it is criminal that this song is so short. Like, the thing is, this song fills all the parameters to be a proper pop song. Because it's got an opening, it's got the verse, the pre-chorus, the chorus, second verse, second pre-chorus, second chorus, a bridge, and a final chorus. It fills all the parameters. And yet it's not even 3 minutes. I wish this song was like 4 minutes long. I just want to bask in the brightness and the glory that is Zhang Hao's vocals. Like, come on. His voice is so good for this type of music because it's bright, it's welcoming, it's inviting, it's friendly. And the way he delivers that vocal throughout the song, you know, he's got a little bit of that softer side, where he lets more of his breath creep into his vocal color, and then you get times where he really gives it some oomph, gets it some nice power in his longer held notes, in his higher notes, and it just throughout the song it just radiates welcomeness. It radiates just, this is essentially a warm hug in song form. Oh, it's so good. It's genuinely so good. And I've forgotten how good this was. Oh, man. My boy. Oh. He's been a lot of fun to just follow along with. Like, admittedly, you know, in preparation for ZB1's comeback, I really do need to learn their names apart from... I could probably name Sok Matthew, Ricky, Zhang Hao, maybe Hanbin on a good day, maybe Tere on a good day, but I do not know all the members by face yet. I need to fix that for next comeback. Zeros, you need to keep me on that because I'm going to forget. So make sure to keep me in check on that. Thank you very much. But Zhang Hao, I love this man. Right here, who's up next? Miss Seulgi. Yeah, this is our first, I think her and maybe Shipsenchi are our first repeats for this year when it comes to OST Saturdays, which is very exciting. Love to see the Red Velvet members be busy. Of course, you know, Wendy had a solo comeback very recently. I don't know if there's any Red Velvet comebacks in the pipeline, but we had Seulgi OST. This is in January. We had her do one, I'm pretty sure in April for the Fubao show. Oh, that's very exciting indeed. But Miss Seulgi, in my memory for Dr. Slump, OST Part 1, meaning this must have been a fresh show around this time. Or, I guess this time in January. So, let's find out. Here we go.
조금은 오래된 내 기억 속에 멈춰있던 이 모습 다시는 못 볼 거라 생각했던 너를
It's very nice.
우연히 마주쳤을 때 떨리는
Whoa, okay. That grew a lot more than I thought it would. Oh, and it grew again. The way the song grows is pretty drastic. Oh, it's getting a little bit darker. Is it gonna take it down? Oh, it is gonna take it back down for the second verse. Yeah, I like the big changes this song goes through. So love the background vocals we got in verse 2. Love that. Seulgi's voice is another one of those very welcoming and like warm voices, isn't it? Peep the background vocals. That release is so nice. It's again a very warm song, much like Zhang Hao's from the previous. Hello, guitar. Get your moment. Interesting little phaser effect at the end there from the guitar, but again, nice, bright, welcoming, warming. I think the composition for this song is really neat. For the most part, it's acoustic sounding instruments. There is that digital element, you know, with the beat in the background, some of the like the effect pedals on the guitar, some of the engineering and stuff it still has that digital signature to it, but for the most part it's a very acoustic sounding song, which I think adds to that kind of welcome warmness to it. But for me, the main impact point of this song is the fact how it grows, how prominently this song grows. It's not just, oh, little step up for the pre-chorus, white noise riser into the big bloom that is the chorus. No, it's pronounced the steps it takes going up the ladder. And I think that's really cool. It's because for a song of this nature where it's kind of relaxed, you know, a little bit brighter, you don't really expect the changes, like the phase changes, to be as prominent as it is. Like, you expect a change of that magnitude in your more like EDM bangers, so to speak. But the music team really lent into like the big risers, the big blooms, and honestly, it kind of works for me. I'm not mad at it. And Seulgi's voice, again, much like with Shipsenchi from part 1 of January, last episode, or Swan from earlier in this episode, Seulgi's voice is just so immediately recognizable if you know what you're looking for, and she's one of those vocals that really can, I mean, you know, look at Red Velvet's discography. They've done the Red, they've done the Velvet, and Seulgi's absolutely bossed it every single time. Not many people can have the range as Seulgi can do, but still maintaining that, you know, Seulgi vocal character, so to speak. Solid vocal lineup today, Jesus. Right here, next up, Kwon Jin Ah! Yes! I feel like we haven't tapped in with her in a hot minute, so Kwon Jin Ah with Drizzle from Captivating the Prince. Is a possibly historical drama, meaning a little bit dramatic? Or is it going to be a little bit smooth? I don't know. But it's Kwon Jin Ah, so it's probably going to be vocally very smooth indeed, but let's find out, shall we? Here we go.
꽃이 피고 진 흔적들과 마주한 그 시절의 우리
There it is.
떠나버린 계절을 붙잡지 못한 채 흘려보낸 맘 담아 그날이 참 따스했구나 찬바람이 불어던 날 그대 온기로 살아갈 수 있었던 그 시절이 다시 내게 올까
Let it cook. Let it cook.
내 바람아 저 멀리 불어다오 나의 바람아 멀리 불어다오 이 맘에 내린 그
I mean, she's cooking with the vocals, that's for sure.
그가 알지 못하게 가랑비를 내려줘
I'm waiting to see where this goes. I want to see if the second verse is going to be any different. It is different. Okay. Look, her voice has this distinct roundness to it that I think just naturally will suit this type of slower, more kind of blooming music.
다시 봄이 내게 찾아올까 내 바람아 저 멀리
It's this chorus that really lets that Kwon Jin Ah sound, trademark registered, shine. Because this is unmistakably her singing right now, and it's just
그가 알지 못하게 바람비를 내려줘 길고 길어
let the bridge cook. All right, here we go. Let it keep building. Hello, re-entry. Oh my goodness. I love that you go from full power to just like super breathy at the end. And the thing is, when it comes to Kwon Jin Ah's vocals, it doesn't matter if you get kind of a, you know, lively or more upbeat song, or if you get a slow dramatic piece like this, she's gonna use the same voice and it'll work every time. She flew under the radar for me for too long, man, because, well, she had a solo release last year. Been meaning to check out some of her stuff. She was on, we checked out her Human Service episode, I think. Don't quote me on that, my memory's not very good. But, yeah. I slept on her music for too long. I slept on her voice for too long, man. And this is kind of another one of those where it's just like, you listen to it, and it's Kwon Jin Ah in her element. And I can't complain about that one bit. Her vibrato and her tone. The combination of that Kwon Jin Ah vocal color and tone with that vibrato she's able to do, and throw in a little bit of that vocal range that she has up and down. Whoa. Very much suits an OST, doesn't it? Nice. Ah, Lucy music. That's right. Finishing off with a little bit of Lucy one time. Y'all know how much I love a good K-man, and I mean, we got to see Lucy's journey from pretty much the very beginning when we watched through Superband around this time last year, isn't it? Yeah, good times, man. But Lucy done the song titled "Hey!" exclamation mark. Very important for the show. FlexX Cop. Not quite sure what the premise of this show is, but it's a Lucy OST, so I'm not gonna complain. All right, here we go. It's got some legs to it.
I don't know how to make it far. Here comes trouble that'll make me wild. 숨이 턱 막혀오지만 눈 감아되는 대로 ride. This world is all that's from the start. Baby, you think I can go through all the problems, all the matters. 겁나도 어쩌겠어, it's time to go. Hey, watch it. 크게 소리쳐봐.
It's low, but it chugs.
I go. 뒤집어 놓는 게 내 룰이지. Take your time and realize just how to
This is also a very guitar prominent song from Lucy. Hello, brass section too. Yeah, this is. I mean, I think for Lucy OSTs, it's very much in line with what they do, but
Don't care how much I lost, baby. All I see is that hidden price.
I'm trying to figure out, is it just Sangyo? Or is it everyone from Lucy? Because right now I'm getting a lot of Sangyo. The background vocals here very well could be one song. Saxophone solo. I'm trying to see if there's any other context clues that I can pick up here. Interesting. Very interesting. Okay. If there is more context clues for this OST, do let me know, because I am struggling to piece together. Because, like, Lucy as a band have a very distinct sound signature, purely based off the just makeup the band. Sangyo, very distinct voice. Gwangil, very distinct voice. Two very distinctly different vocals. They're a band that, for a group that has a guitarist, don't rely on like the guitar as like a lead instrument, because of course they have Mr. Shin Ye-chan on violin, who I feel like wasn't a part of this in the instrumentation. Like, I didn't hear a single lick of violin in here. And then Won-sang on bass, very well could have been Won-sang playing it. He can also do the mixed background vocals and stuff. He's got a voice, like, he can do the treble kind of mixed voice in the background really well. He can also do the lead treble heavy voice in the foreground very well as well. But picking up just context clues and stuff, I'm wondering if this is another one of those OSTs where it's technically just Sangyo, but they've classified it as Lucy in general. Wonder. Because while the song's good and all, like, I love a good chugging kind of crunchy rock sound, it doesn't scream a Lucy OST to me. It screams of a Sangyo OST for sure. But it doesn't give me the Lucy fizz, if you get what I mean. That's interesting. I'm kind of torn on how I want to feel about that, because I was fully ready to just bask in the glory of a Lucy OST song with, you know, all the moving pieces that go into making a Lucy song great, whether it's Won-sang on bass, Gwangil and Sangyo on vocals, getting Ye-chan on violin. And the song's good, because it plays into my hands. I do like a crunchy rock song, you know, having grown up with 1980s hard rock kind of like very prominently in my childhood. But it's like expectations went a different direction, and my mind's a little bit torn on how I want to feel about it. Ooh. Okay, this was an interesting batch of OSTs from not just this episode, but the month of January in general. Some really pretty vocals. Like, you know, you had Kwon Jin Ah, you had Seulgi. I mean, honestly, this entire second half was kind of a vocal masterclass, if you think about it. You know, we went from Swan to Zhang Hao to Seulgi to Kwon Jin Ah. Like, that is a ridiculous 4-part run. And then before that, we had Kim Ye-ji into Wooyeon from Woo-ah to Chu to Shipsenchi to Soyeon of From S9. Like, that's a crazy spread of vocalists that we had today. But man, look, I'm gonna be honest, I kind of went into this specific episode with a good idea of what OST was gonna come out on top, and it was going to be Zhang Hao from Transit Love 3. Like, yes, I know that song's been thrown around everywhere in terms of like social media and just even getting comments and talking about OSTs and stuff, and, you know, hey, you know, there's an OST from Zhang Hao that you missed in January. It's like, oh, trust me, I know I missed that one. And I'm glad I got to jump back on it again, because I'm pretty sure I listened to it when it dropped. But that was at the time when I was finishing up driving school. I was getting ready for my entrance interview for my PhD program, and it was very much a kind of in one ear, out the other type of dealio back in the day. But I'm glad I got to sit down and check it out, because, man, he knocked that out of the park. I mean, as is expected from Mr. Zhang Hao at this point. But honestly, yeah, no, this was a tremendous spread of OSTs. And, well, we're going to do this again, same time next week. Well, let's actually look into the February lineup and see what we got. There's a decent spread. Like, I see Kim Jae-hwan, I see Miss So Dae-hyun from Triple S, I see a couple of Hin songs, I see Chen from EXO, there's an Ensign OST in there as well, Shion from Dreamcatcher, Yeonjung of Uju Sonya in here, Yedam got an OST, Oogie got an OST, Iso from I've got an OST, The Vane got an OST. Like, next month, or when we cover February next week, there's going to be some good ones in there as well, so keep your eyes peeled for that if you're interested. But that is it from me today with OSTs. that I missed and the OSTs from this past week. Thank you all for watching along with me. Hopefully you enjoyed it as much as I did. One last request from me today: let's work together as a community to bring a little bit of extra happiness back into the world. Whether it be checking with your friends and family, holding the door open for somebody, or even picking up a piece of trash off the street. Just one small act of kindness may brighten up someone else's day to day. And know that wherever you are in the world, should you ever be going through a tough time in your life, for whatever reason it may be, even though I'm just some guy on the internet who waffles about music in his free time, know that I will always be a friend, an ally, and a shoulder to lean on whenever you need me. So take care of yourselves, take care of each other, spread the love, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.